Manager Peter Beadle, 8-0, comprehensive win, but it could have been so much better.
Never happy, are you? Never happy. Yeah, I mean, finishing was a bit off at times, and you know we have said that over the sort of last couple of home games in the league, we haven't created a huge amount, but we haven't looked like we were going to score either. But I thought the front four today were a constant threat. And yeah, on another day it could have been a lot more. I think James has just brought the stats over, and we've had something like 42, 48 shots, you know, and possibly a couple more because he didn't quite get them all in. But yeah, I mean, what more would you want? We couldn't have had it any easier. We've had it at home. 4 minutes into the game, the keeper's been sent off. Harshly, maybe. You know, the letter of the law says he's handballed it, so he's got to go, which is harsh. We score straight from the free kick. And then after that, it's a case of if we can have a little bit more quality, and again, like we've talked about the last couple of weeks, if we can be a bit more clinical in the final third, that we could actually do ourselves, you know, give ourselves a little confidence boost. And I thought we did that, because I thought, especially even second half, you know, we didn't step off. We kept the intensity quite high, and again, we scored some good goals today.
What did the referee say about it? Was it the fact that he would be the last man?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. They said that something about if he'd have been the last man, but there was 8 players around him, and it was passed back to, or it got knocked back to him, and he picked it up, but he just picked it up outside the box. I don't know the letter of the law of exactly how it is, but you know, obviously I'm gutted for them a little bit, because obviously they've travelled so far, and you know, and then they would want a fighting chance, but to have your keeper sent off after 4 minutes, it's going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, having said that, he did try and stretch Godalming. I know they were down to 10 men, but he did use both flanks. I thought Garen Preen probably played his best game so far in a Hereford shirt.
He did. I thought he was my man of the match. I thought he was a constant threat. I thought he created quite a lot of chances, and obviously he got one himself, which was nice for him to get off the mark himself. So I thought it was, you know, he showed what he is capable of. You know, so like I said, but it's up to him now to do that on a consistent basis. But he had a good game today. I thought, like I said, the front four did okay. They did all right today. Looked quite bright, and you know, created a few chances. And on another day, could have had a couple more for themselves.
How pleased were you to get Ryan Green back fit at the heart of the Hereford defence?
Oh yeah, well, of course we are. Ryan's a good player. So like I said, you miss good players. We looked at it today. We had seven players out today. You know, we've had Gethin obviously not available, Simmons and O'Shea suspended, and then Dinsley, Demon and Smith who are not fit. So when you look at the way we've got to come back, obviously it's highly promising, but as soon as they're back, we'll be the same for everybody. So, but yeah, great to have Ryan back, because he brings an air of calmness about him in the way he plays and defends, and you know, and I thought like I said, he's missed a few weeks, but he looked, obviously it was an ideal game to bring him back in, if you like, because obviously they weren't hugely tested once the sending off happened, and we got ourselves a couple up, so it was a good game for him to feel his way in, and we'll see what reaction he has now tomorrow. How
much confidence do you think that will give Hereford going into Royston next Saturday?
I think it should give you a boost. Like I said, it's not, you know, it's easy saying that, you know, but we still got to create them chances. We had, like I said, 48 shots on goal, and we've won the game 8-0. You know, with you know, they had 10 men, and sometimes it's never easy to play against 10 men. Obviously, the pressure's on us. We're at home. We're expected to win, but we still performed, I thought, to a level that was, you know, was more than adequate. And I thought we looked nice and bright, and it's exactly what we needed. You know, after probably a little bit disappointment on Monday with the possession we had and not really getting the points out of the game and having a struggle to get back in it. This is just a timely boost for us, and like I said, it was just what we needed.
And credit to their skipper and left back Taylor, who had to go in goal. He made some great saves.
Yeah, well, like I said, I thought it was a flip up between him and Preeny for man of the match. So you know, I thought he was their man of the match, and you know, and the big fella up top who tirelessly kept going and kept going and kept going. You know, without much joy, but he kept going. So, but yeah, I thought the skipper. You know, like I said, that's what you ask from your captain. You ask him to put the armband on and lead by example, and I thought he did that today. So credit to him. I thought he was excellent.
Thanks for your time.